It's time for the Jeff Capel Show. The Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network is brought to you by UPMC Health Plan, official health plan of Pitt Athletics. GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community service since 1892. And by Pepsi. This is the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
And welcome to the GBU Life Campus View Club. We're off to a roaring start. Jeff Hathorn with the head coach of the Panthers, Jeff Capel. Jeff, you guys have had a week, and you haven't had a ton of time for practice. How have you been able to use this week, and what have you really been honing in on?
Yeah, well, we went Monday and Tuesday. We were off Wednesday. You got to give them a day off. And then we'll go. We went today. We'll go tomorrow, obviously play on Saturday. A couple things we've really tried to work on. Number one is condition. Just trying to get in, I think, better shape so we can better condition so we can hopefully sustain playing as hard as we need to play for longer periods of time. I think, my opinion, since we got back from Christmas, I don't think we've done that consistently. We've shown it in stretches and in spurts, but we haven't been able to do that to sustain it for as long as we need to in order to win basketball games. And certainly the last 2 weeks that has shown up, whether it's, at Duke where we have these lulls, we're right there at the beginning of the game. We led, and then all of a sudden we're not able to get stops. We're not able to make shots. We're not able, when we played Louisville here, same thing, loose balls, getting back in transition, 50-50 balls at Florida State, the turnovers in the first half. Clemson, the same thing. For me, it's been the same thing, and so that's something we've really tried to work on this week, and having an opportunity to work on it's been good for us.
I know we talked to Jalen and Ish today, and they used the phrase about being bullies, not being bullied, but getting out in front of it and establishing that. How do you go about doing that in a game? Interesting,
to hear that they said that. Our collective, and I say this, Jeff, and it all starts with me. Like I'm the one that's in charge of it, but collectively, our focus on what we have to do has to be better. And what I mean by that, our game plan is defensively, and the effort to not be screened, to call the screen, to know what coverage we're in, to rotate off of it, to guard your guy, to keep him out the paint. And then when the ball goes up, whether it's deflected and it's up in the air, or it's a loose ball, or it's up on the glass, to find someone to put a body on and then go get the rebound. Offensively, to know what it is we're running, to know what coverage they're in. All of our cuts have to be hard. If teams change their coverages up, then we have to be able collectively to adapt and to understand how we want to attack it. We've played against, really since Duke, we've played against at times a lot of switching. Our game against Clemson, it was the best offensive performance by a team against Clemson all year, if you look at the analytics and look at the numbers. So we did enough there, but we got to be able to get 50-50 balls. Schifflin got every 50-50 ball he was near. We have to be able to get those. We can't miss a free throw in overtime. And I'm not blaming anyone for missing. You're going to miss a shot, but then you can't give up a layup in 4 seconds. You got to be able to know, okay, this guy, we got to do that. Same thing at Florida State. They're shooting a free throw. They have one guy on the line. We don't block the shooter out. He gets his own rebound, shoots, misses, and tips the shot back in. Those are the types of plays that we can control that we have to get better with. And so that's what I mean. Our collective focus throughout a 40 minutes has to be better, and I think by being in better condition, it can help with that.
How much during the course of a year can you actually do conditioning?
You can do it at different times. I mean, one of the things I think that happens at times, and maybe we were guilty of this, is you get I'll give you an example. When we got back from Christmas, the first day, the 26th, and we've done this every year, that's more of a conditioning day. So when we get back, we just do a lot of shooting, a lot of running, not contact, all like 5-on-0 or some 3-man drills where you're getting up and down the court. We do a thing where we're doing ball handling by conditioning. So we do that. Well, the next day, my thing is that, okay, we got to get back to competition. In that practice, Marlon Barnes Jr. rolls his ankle going to catch a ball. He's out of practice. We're doing one-on-one competition. Ish makes a layup, scores, rolls his ankle. He's out of practice. He didn't play in the Cal game because of that. So as a coach, I'm thinking, okay, well, we probably need to be a little bit careful then because we can't afford.
And you're down Dame at the time.
And we're down Dame. So now we come back the next day of practice, and I'm with 9 scholarship guys because Ish can't practice, Marlon can't practice, Dame can't practice. And also the mindset is that I can't afford for anyone else to get hurt. We can't afford for, knock on wood, for Jalen to get hurt, right, for Cam to get hurt. We just can't afford that. And so you back off a little bit, and you don't do as much contact. You don't do as much 5-on-5. And I think because of that, I think that's where we lost a little bit of the conditioning because we weren't playing as much. And then you get to the games, we were playing like Saturday, Tuesday. So it's difficult. You don't have a day off.
Right.
You play Saturday, you come back Sunday. You don't really do a lot. You just kind of walk through, especially with the guys that play heavy minutes. The guys that don't play heavy minutes, we do some stuff with them to try to keep their conditioning. And then you come back Monday, it's the day before the game, so you don't do much, because you're just trying to game plan and do stuff there. So we have to make some adjustments as coaches to some of the things that we're doing.
Yeah, it's amazing because I'm sure you can second-guess everything. In the span of a week, can you get that conditioning back to where you want it? And can you take the effort from the Clemson game as something to build on?
Yeah. Look, we did winning things in that game. I thought we got off to a really good start, which was really important. And then they are a team. I think Clemson's a really good team. They are a team that they can make you pay. They can make you pay for your mistakes. They also shot the ball better than they've shot it all year long. Dylan Hunter was a 26% three-point shooter and makes 2 threes in the first half. Zachary is a 28% three-point shooter and makes a couple of threes. Chase Hunter made 4 threes in the first half. 3 of them were defended very well. He just made shots. We got down 14, and then we made a run, got back, got the lead. I thought that when we went up 64-61, we had 3 possessions where we kept getting stops. We weren't able to extend the lead. I thought that's where we got to be a little bit tougher. That's where collectively we have to be. And maybe during that time, you talked about second guessing. I do that all the time, for me. And so I could have been better in those situations as well. But I thought our effort, I thought our fight, I thought all of that was good. We just, you get to the overtime, we score first, they score, we come down, we miss, there's a scrum, they get the loose ball, and then they hit a 3. We come back, we hit a 3. So it was a lot of plays right there. So, the effort was good. We've had some really good practices this week. Our guys' mindset and their attitudes have been great. Hopefully that can lead to some positive things happening for us.
Panthers are at Syracuse 12:30 on Saturday. Mohamedou Gueye is going to join us a little bit later in the show. But coming up next, 1,100 points in just 2 seasons with the Panthers. Now in the middle of his pro career in his first season, Blake Hinson is going to join us next on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, Pitt fans. Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We believe healthcare should treat the whole person and the whole community. At UPMC, we aim to do just that by partnering with organizations that help bring fresh and healthy food to the people who need it most. Because life-changing is caring for you before you ever walk in our doors. Learn more at upmc.com/community impact. UPMC. Life-changing medicine.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense are the ingredients of a winning team. For every other ingredient, Pitt fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family brands are game day go-tos. Plus, like the Panthers pile up points on the court, you can score perks and earn free gas and groceries with My Perks. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle.
Icy Light is the official beer of getting up early. It's the official beer of rallying the troops. The official beer of turning a 3-hour game into an all-day affair. The official beer of, did you just see that? The official beer of rising and cheering in unison for every season-defining moment. Icy Light, the official beer of your Pittsburgh Panthers. Let's raise another.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
1,159 points, 207 three-pointers. And now with the Santa Cruz Warriors, Blake Hinson joins us now. Blake, welcome back. Say hello to your head coach, Jeff Capel.
Coach, what's poppin'? What's
happening? What's happening? I miss you, boy.
Man, I miss you too, man. Like you never believe.
What is it like playing professional basketball? Yeah, I mean, Quentin Post from BC is one of your teammates. Calcaterra from UConn. Obviously, you've got others. What has this experience been like for you?
It's been good. It's been different. You know, I had a pretty good run in college, and you know, all the pros tell you, well, you know, it's just gonna be different. And it's really hard for you to understand that when you're just, you know, doing so well in college until you get there and you understand, you know, this is different. This is a different level. But at the same time, what I learned at Pitt and what Coach Capel has coached me to be a presence always. And as of recently, that's been being very prevalent on the court. So you know, I'm prepared for this, and it's been fun.
Like, you always practiced, as we would hear, and played with so much enthusiasm. When you get to that next level, is it different? Like, can you go into practice with that same type level of enthusiasm, or is it a different mentality with how you approach it?
It's a little different. It's a little different. But you're not necessarily. I actually talked to Coach Jason Capel about this not too long ago, but I used to be so excited and psyched up for the city and for this coaching staff. I would do anything. I would crash into a wall for this coaching staff in that city. And when you just in the pros, you know, where you could get traded any day, or it might be a situation where you might switch teams or whatever. It's kind of hard to find that passion. You know, you can't get traded in college. You're there. So it's kind of easy to just kind of be grounded. But I found a home here, and I think, you know, it took me a while, but I've gotten that energy back for myself now.
Well, that's great to hear, and it's interesting hearing, you know, you saying what you would do for the city and the staff. One of my questions, your 2 years here, obviously your first year, you know, we lose those 3 in a row early, and, you know, we're at home against Alabama A&M. I think that's who it was. We're losing at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys were able to, you know, figure out how to stay together and to turn the season around. Your second year, you know, we started out 0-3 in the conference. We're 1-5. Like, you know, I know what I saw every day in practice, but were there conversations that you guys had as a team, or you guys as the leadership group, you know, your first year, you, JB, Nelly, Greg, Mikey, you know, the older guys, and then last year, you know, you, and then, you know, you were the older guy. How were you guys? I mean, I know from a staff what we did, and for me, having you every day when I walked into practice, but what do you think it was with those two teams that you were on, how you guys were able to turn things around?
Practice is seeing it happen. Seeing it happen was most important for me, at least. And I nobody else is here, but I think I can speak for them. Seeing it happen in practice was most important, because even when it doesn't happen, even when you're 0-5, 1-5, or 0-3 or whatever, you've felt it and you've seen it. So it's super important to individually practice, but as a team, you know, sometimes you just gotta put aside the laziness, or maybe it's a bad day for you practice-wise, but it's important for all 5 guys or all 8 guys, whoever plays, to get on the court and just feel success. And, you know, that's what was most important for me, and I think that's what helped everybody when things weren't going right, because you know that you can do it.
Yeah.
Jalen talked to us earlier, and we're joined by Blake Hinson here on the Jeff Capel Show, about how he still reaches out to you. Like, he takes leadership lessons, not maybe even from in the words, but what you did when you were here. How much do you try to keep in contact, talk to those guys, like give them advice, even if it's just over a text?
I'm glad you asked that. So I always let them know I'm watching, but I never really give them advice on leadership advice or anything, because that's the beauty of the sport. That's the beauty of college basketball. A new group of people come in, and, you know, the new leaders, the team follows suit to whatever their morals are and whatever's most important to them. And that's what I want to see. I don't want to see another Blake Hinson-led group. I'm gone. I did 100 years of college. I'm gone. Right? So it's time for those guys. And I'm excited to see a new brand of the team. You know, the morals are still the same. You know what I mean? The principles are still the same, because Coach Capel is still here. But, you know, at the end of the day, what's important to you? And let me see it. Let me see you enforce it within the team. So I never really put in my spin. I just always let them know I'm proud and I'm supporting them. And that's all I do, because I want to see what you're bringing.
What's it like for you to watch a Pitt game?
I still say win at the end of the huddles. Like, when they huddle up, I be up. And and I definitely do a couple defensive slides. So I'm definitely very much in tune with the game. I wish they would pass me the ball sometimes, but I don't get it.
It's got to be very unique. I mean, you know these guys, and you mentioned, like, you feel like you're almost in the huddle with them. How tough is it for you to keep your advice to yourself?
I mean, it's not tough, because I mean, some of my advice is not the greatest advice. I mean, Coach Capel coached me for a long time. There was a few times where he's thinking, what is he doing? But I don't want to tell nobody else to do that. just like I said, we recruit really good people. And I say we because I'm still part of the family, and I feel very much like I am. We recruit intelligent people. We recruit good basketball players who care about winning. So my advice is just as good as theirs. It's more important for them to do it their way because they're the ones on the court.
That's a great call.
Yep.
Hey, I want to ask you coming up here about what you tell other people that you play with, what your experience was like at Pitt, and also more about you're coming off a 19-point game. Let's talk about your career as well. Blake Hinson is joining us. It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Mac.bid is here. What is it? It's your place to save up to 80% off retail. But don't share this news, because you don't need the bidding competition. Neighbor wants to know where you got that new mower? Lie. Mom's admiring your new cookware? Fib. Your priest wants a new TV just like yours. Okay, maybe you tell your priest about Mac.bid, but don't tell anyone else. You need to become a deceiver, a teller of untruths, a fabricator of falsehoods, a spinner of yarns. Winning at Mac.bid is amazing. Competition stinks. Mac.bid is here. Tell no one.
Thanks to 850 community partners across an 11-county service area, Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is working to eliminate hunger and stabilize lives across the Three Rivers region. We're committed to making sure all our neighbors have consistent access to healthy food, and we're connecting people to other critical services to address the root causes of food insecurity. To get help, volunteer, or donate today, visit pittsburghfoodbank.org or call 412-460-3663.
When your employer gives you a choice of health plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. You'll have access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the top-ranked care of UPMC and many community hospitals near you. UPMC Health Plan gives you an award-winning healthcare concierge team and a partner who puts you and your health at the center of all we do. Choose what's best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. Visit upmchealthplan.com/best for more information.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Post-Gazette sports reporters Noah Hiles and Chris Carter follow your Pitt Panthers like they're on man-to-man coverage. They're the best duo in the city for game summary, stats, and insider info for the Oakland Zoo and all fans. Catch the action on the North Shore Drive podcast and drop a line in their mailbag. And don't forget to follow coverage all season long in the Post-Gazette. Read about wins at the Pete and on the road from the preseason all the way to the ACC Championship.
Today we have two very special guests on our program introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Back to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
And Blake Hinson joining us. We are live at the Peterson Event Center, the GBU Life Campus View Club. And Blake, you're coming off 19 points, 5 of 9 from 3 a little earlier this week. How much do you feel like your game's starting to come? You mentioned how you're feeling more comfortable or understanding it more. How much is that translating to what you're seeing from yourself on the court?
It's happening, and I can feel it, and I can be confident and tell you that. So that's improvement right there. It's just your role changes, your position changes, your job changes, and it takes a minute to understand that. And even within those games, I was having good games, but I was also having pretty bad games, and I would text Coach Jason Capel and be like, I didn't even realize I could play this bad. And he would be supportive. Like it's not necessarily you're playing bad. It's just what you're doing is new. So I've kept that attitude, and I'm learning my new job, and I'm learning my new role, and I'm feeling really comfortable inside of it now.
You've mentioned Jason's name a few times. How critical is he to what you're doing right now? Just having that voice, having that guy you can talk to.
Huge, and shout out to him and the rest of the coaching staff. It's not just him; it's mainly him because he was my position coach. But he has a full job to do. He has a whole family to take care of, and he finds a way to watch my games and talk to me about, those things. And I know for a fact he's doing it for other players. So that's just, a testament to who he is and what type of coaching staff is over there at Pittsburgh.
Yeah. What's been, besides, and you and I have talked about this, like the role, like what's been the biggest adjustment, to being a pro? Like what's been the biggest adjustment that you've had to deal with that?
Just not having to take initiative of what's going on. If your team goes down 9, it's not necessarily your job to bring it back. Your job is to wait your turn and do your job when it's presented. In the last 2 years, it's kind of been, especially the last year, when things go wrong, the answer is pretty much me. It's like, okay, well, you need to do something to get it back together. And now it's just waiting for your job to be presented to you and then being successful at it instead of just forcing the issue. And that's an obvious transition. Yeah. Everybody probably seen coming for me. And but I've seen it myself, but getting used to it actually is still something to do.
How different is the game there from college?
It's pretty different. I hate to admit it, but it's pretty different. Everybody thinks the game. You're not really – some people, coaches do a lot of the thinking for players in college, if I'm being honest. Mm-hmm. There's just no room for that here. You have to be able to think for yourself as far as mentally. Athletes are everywhere in both leagues, but being able to think the game, every possession, offensively and defensively, is very important.
Yeah.
Blake, when you guys are sitting around the locker room or just talking and they're talking about their schools, what do you tell them about what playing at Pitt was like?
Well, for me, it was. I've been to 3 schools, so the question I get a lot is, "What's your favorite?" And I don't even claim the other 2. And it doesn't. Nothing stands next to it as far as the city, the school, and the team, the people I met, and the staff. It just doesn't stand close, and that's just for me. It was really a great experience for me that we don't have enough time for me to talk about.
If you're looking at, opportunities and iconic franchises, you had an opportunity with the Lakers, now you're with the Warriors. Like, what's it been like to be able to be around those 2 organizations and now, being a part of a team that's won, 5 championships over the last 15 years?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really special. They took me to camp, and immediately just being around, obviously, Steph Curry, but also Buddy Hield, who's also an amazing shooter. Just watching what they do was a blessing. And, I had a moment where, Steph pulled me to the side and gave me some advice, and that was the most liberating feeling I might have ever felt as a shooter. And I'm an extremely confident shooter. Like, I don't really need anybody to tell me I can shoot. But when Steph told me, I let the next 3 go. I had to, and they all went in. So it was a cool experience.
Yeah. Hey, Blake, funny Steph story. So we had him in the 2014 World Cup, and he was struggling. Like, we were over in Spain, and he was struggling shooting the basketball, and we traveled to Barcelona from Bilbao, and so we had an off day. And my job with the team was to do the workouts, organize, get the gym, work the guys out. And Steph was one of my guys. That summer, every day, I had Steph and Klay Thompson, which was an unbelievable experience. But Steph had not been playing well and been struggling. And so we get there, we have the day off, and you talked about his confidence. So I'm like, yo, man, I hadn't heard from you. Like, you want to go get some shots up? Like, go to the gym? He was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to go play golf today.
Yeah.
But, he had rehearsed it so much, and he never lost the belief, even though he wasn't playing well, wasn't making shots. And then the next few games, he was the Steph that we all see.
You ever
it's
had an
impressive.
opportunity, Blake, to just say, "Hey, Steph, let's go at it"?
No, and I don't think I'm ever see. Like, I'm very confident, but like, you know, you're talking about arguably the best, not arguably the best shooter ever, but you're talking about arguably the best point guard ever. I think no need to do that there. I think we know what's going on there.
Do you own a shirt that has you standing on a table saying hi to the Cameron Crazies?
I actually personally don't have it with me, but yes, there's a few copies of them.
Just in our last second, because Mo Gueye is going to be joining us here in a second. What would you say? You've got Coach here. To him about your time here and where you are because of him.
I mean, this is something that's already been said multiple times, but I owe him my career. And that's just nothing but the truth. And I appreciate him giving me a chance. Now, obviously, I took the opportunity and made something out of it. And he'll tell you that had nothing to do with him, which is not necessarily always the truth either. But, you know what I mean? I owe him my career, and I appreciate him just believing. You know what I mean? That's all it took. I went to 3 different schools, and this was the school where the community, but most importantly, the coach staff believes. So I appreciate that. And I love him forever.
Love you too, buddy.
Blake, thank you.
Cool.
Best of luck.
All right,
rolling,
y'all.
man.
Y'all have fun. All right, ace to see.
All right, Blake Hinson joining us. You can hear the beep, and that's Mo Gueye calling in. He's one of the players who really helped set the foundation.
Yeah.
And some of the things he did in just a season here with the Panthers. We're going to catch up with Mo. Mo's around a lot of Panthers a lot of the time. We'll talk about his career as well on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, Pitt fans, as the official credit union of the Pitt Panthers, Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help you reach all your financial goals. Clearview wants to help you score big financially, whether you need to save, spend, borrow, or learn, they're here to help. Get easy access to your money from anywhere using their digital banking featuring Zelle, Clearview Live Video Banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, and financial centers throughout the Pittsburgh area. Visit clearviewfcu.org/Panthers to learn more and open an account today. Hail to Pitt.
Whether it's achieving your financial goals, securing your family's future, or finding peace of mind, GBU Financial Life can support your journey. Visit gbu.org/new year and take the first step towards a brighter tomorrow. Insurance is underwritten and annuities are issued in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Products are subject to availability and may vary by state. Products are offered and sold by licensed agents. If you contact GBU, you may be offered information for the purchase of products or contacted by an agent. GBU and its agents do not provide financial, legal, or tax advice. Consult a professional for such matters.
Whether it's on the court, field, or pitch, the Panthers can handle anything thrown their way. It just goes to show that being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. That's why PNC is proud to support University of Pittsburgh athletics and their dedication to smart, tested tactics. Because just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there's a lot on the line, and having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865, member FDIC.
Find sweet success with Sarah's Candies fundraising. We've been helping groups like yours raise money for over 60 years and offer a variety of flexible programs to find a fundraising solution that works for everyone. Maximize your profits with our holiday brochure sale. Fundraise 100% online with our online ordering program, or earn up to 70% profit by selling chocolate bars and pretzel rods year-round. Fundraising with Sarah's Candies is easy and profitable. Visit sarahscandiesfundraising.com or call 1-800-255-7771 to get started today.
Post-Gazette sports reporters Noah Hiles and Chris Carter follow your Pitt Panthers like they're on man-to-man coverage. They're the best duo in the city for game summary, stats, and insider info for the Oakland Zoo and all fans. Catch the action on the North Shore Drive podcast and drop a line in their mailbag. And don't forget to follow coverage all season long in the Post-Gazette. Read about wins at the Pete and on the road from the preseason all the way to the ACC Championship.
When your employer gives you a choice of health plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. You'll have access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the top-ranked care of UPMC and many community hospitals near you. UPMC Health Plan gives you an award-winning healthcare concierge team and a partner who puts you and your health at the center of all we do. Choose what's best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. Visit upmchealthplan.com/best for more information.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
32 games, 28 starts, nearly 10 points a game, 2 blocks, 6.5 rebounds, 43 made threes, and now playing professionally with Washington. Mohamedou Gueye joins us, Jeff Hathorn, and your former head coach, Jeff Capel. Hey, Mo, how are you?
I'm doing good. How's it going over there?
Mo, what's happening?
What's going on, Coach?
Can't call it, man.
What is it like for you to be around so many other Panthers, with Bub and Justin and you all part of the same organization?
It's great, It's like it really shows that, Pitt in general is kind of like a real brotherhood. When I found out the news that I was coming here to Washington, the first thing I thought about was the coaches at Pitt and, how wild it would be for them to just see all of us in the same organization, But I've run into so many Panthers throughout, just this season alone. I ran into Ashton Gibbs, who's a coach on College Park, So it's really cool just seeing a bunch of us just doing what we dreamt of doing.
How would you describe your season at Pitt?
I would describe it as I wish I had more than 1 year because it was amazing, to be honest. Like, in that 1 year there, I feel like I was able to learn so much about myself, not only on the court, but off the court, just learn from the coaching staff we had there. And really just to have a great year, like full of experiences, like we had a lot of memories, good wins on the court, and then we also just shared a lot off the court, and I feel like it really just developed me into becoming an established man. And I feel like a lot of things that I learned from then helped me to this day. And even now and then, I was texting JC earlier, was talking to T.O. a couple of days ago, so I just love the fact that it, carries on to this day.
Out of all the guys that we've had here, Mo is the guy that I wish we had at least one more year because, from the time he got here, like we obviously thought he was talented, but when he got here and we started working with him, I think all of us as coaches realized, like, man, this kid is even like way more talented and there's more upside than we even realized. And to see the jump that he made from beginning to the end and the work that he put in and how grateful and appreciative, he was to be here. He's the one guy that I wish we had I wish we had one more year with Bub too, but with Mo, because I knew how much better he had gotten and I knew how much better that he was going to continue to get. And, obviously really happy for you, man. Let me ask you this question. How has it been for you since college? Like, you've been on this journey where you've been in the NBA, you've been down, I thought you had a great shot this summer and you played great in the summer league, then you get hurt. And how mentally has it been for you, continuing to pursue and chase this dream?
Definitely at first it was tough, my first year coming in, just because it was my first time experiencing the animal that this is, and experiencing the highs and the lows, and then last year, obviously achieving my goal and making it to the NBA, and then getting waived, like you said, going to summer, and now I'm currently hurt. It's definitely been a journey. But I feel like from when I first started up until now, I've really learned to appreciate the journey, and it's really just taught me to just stay grateful. In a weird way, when this injury that I'm dealing with now just happened, I wasn't all too upset. Obviously I'm frustrated I can't play. I want to keep showcasing what I got. Keep working for a shot back in the NBA. But in some weird way, I wasn't as frustrated as I thought I would have been. And I feel like it's because I just learned to have this appreciation of the journey, there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs, but it's just all we really could do is just keep fighting to go forward. And, if I think back to Mo, who was at Pitt, he was doing everything he could then to get in this position now, you know? So it's like I really have no reason to not be grateful, even if things aren't going exactly the way I want it. You know, I'm still where I want to be, and I know there's more for me coming. So I feel like that's really just been my mindset throughout this journey.
We continue here. Mohamedou Gueye is with us. I want to see if you remember the game almost 3 years to the day where you guys played Syracuse in this building, and that second half of that game. We're going to talk about that as we continue. It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
UPMC believes that not having a place to call home is as much of a health emergency as anything else. That's why we're working to increase access to affordable and stable housing across Pennsylvania by partnering with local organizations. Because life-changing is helping you before you ever walk in our doors. Learn more at upmc.com/community impact. UPMC. Life-changing medicine.
Find sweet success with Sarah's Candies fundraising. We've been helping groups like yours raise money for over 60 years and offer a variety of flexible programs to find a fundraising solution that works for everyone. Maximize your profits with our holiday brochure sale. Fundraise 100% online with our online ordering program, or earn up to 70% profit by selling chocolate bars and pretzel rods year-round. Fundraising with Sarah's Candies is easy and profitable. Visit sarahscandiesfundraising.com or call 1-800-255-7771 to get started today.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy, and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com.
Whether it's on the court, field, or pitch, the Panthers can handle anything thrown their way. It just goes to show that being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. That's why PNC is proud to support University of Pittsburgh athletics and their dedication to smart, tested tactics. Because just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there's a lot on the line, and having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865, member FDIC.
Hey, Pitt fans! Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
We're live at the Peterson Event Center, joined by Mohamedou Gueye. It was January 25th of 22. You guys are down to Syracuse. You ended up with 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. Is that a game that when I said that you immediately remembered, or am I jogging some memories there for you, Mo?
Oh yeah, I immediately feel like I was reliving the moments in my head. You know, it was just such a great environment that night, you know, throughout that whole game, but especially in that second half, I just remember how loud the arena was.
Yeah.
You have made the choice to still hang around this group and be a part of this organization. How have you found these players? What's it like for you, the opportunities you get to be able to watch a Pitt game?
I think it's really honestly a different perspective, you know, just watching these players nowadays, you know, just because from seeing these guys who, you know, were in a position where you were before, and then seeing also, like, how far the program has come along over the years. You know, it really is something you could be proud of. You know, I was actually having this conversation earlier with one of my athletic trainers about Pitt, and just from when I was there to where the program is at now, you know, it's just a great thing to see, you know, and I'm always talking trash to some of my teammates. You know, I got Leaky Black, who's on my team, and we beat them at UNC, so I'm always reminding them about that, you know. But yeah, you know, it's just something that it's really proud, and I can, you know, just hang my hat on. You know, it's a fun thing to just talk about.
Damn, Leaky might be older than you. No. It seemed like he was at Carolina forever.
Yeah.
Do you guys get to? I don't know what the rules are, but do you get much interaction? I mean, you're in the same city. It's not like you're playing somewhere else with Bub and with Justin and have that opportunity in season.
Yeah, so actually this is one of the better G League situations because we actually share the same facility as the Wizards. So, you know, while they have practice, we have practice also because the gym that we play in is in the same facility. So both teams are usually in the building around the same time. So, you know, we're always bumping into each other. So that's one of the cool things, and obviously helps us because their personnel and their coaches always has eyes on us instead of us being, you know, in a different city or a different town. So, yeah, the opportunity always is there for me to run into those guys, and that's what I really like about this situation.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have that type of setup. It's tough your first year, you know it, and when you're playing in Toronto, like your first opportunities in the league, how have you seen Bub kind of mature here?
Honestly, the way he's, you know, come into this organization and really just take on this role with the utmost confidence is an amazing thing to see, you know, because considering he only did 1 year in college and he's still really young, you know, the fact that he has that confidence to come in. And it was early on, you know, when I was going through training camp, and I remember we had a team dinner, and, you know, I think it was the GMs going around the table for different vets to speak. You know, he asks Marvin, I think he asks Malcolm Brogdon. And then one of the people to actually speak was Bub, you know, and like just the way he spoke with so much confidence and projected his voice. And even though being so young, really knew that, you know, he belonged here, and not only belongs here, but is a cornerstone of this program. It was an impressive thing to see.
Well, Mohamedou, thank you for taking time. Best of luck. Stay healthier. And best of luck working your way back. I know it was a great summer. Hopefully that's something you can build on heading into the rest of this season and next.
Appreciate it, and good luck the rest of the way, you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Keep going, man. Keep going.
I will. Appreciate it, Coach.
All right.
Mohamedou Gueye joining us. Last week we had the opportunity to talk to Sam Clancy. I want to ask you about what that energy was like and seeing some of the old players come back. For Sam's retirement day as we continue. It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Thanks to 850 community partners across an 11-county service area, Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is working to eliminate hunger and stabilize lives across the Three Rivers region. We're committed to making sure all our neighbors have consistent access to healthy food, and we're connecting people to other critical services to address the root causes of food insecurity. To get help, volunteer, or donate today, visit pittsburghfoodbank.org or call 412-460-3663.
Icy Light is the official beer of getting up early. It's the official beer of rallying the troops. The official beer of turning a 3-hour game into an all-day affair. The official beer of, did you just see that? The official beer of rising and cheering in unison for every season-defining moment. Icy Light, the official beer of your Pittsburgh Panthers. Let's raise another.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense are the ingredients of a winning team. For every other ingredient, Pitt fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family brands are game day go-tos. Plus, like the Panthers pile up points on the court, you can score perks and earn free gas and groceries with My Perks. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle.
Whether it's achieving your financial goals, securing your family's future, or finding peace of mind, GBU Financial Life can support your journey. Visit gbu.org/new year and take the first step towards a brighter tomorrow. Insurance is underwritten and annuities are issued in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Products are subject to availability and may vary by state. Products are offered and sold by licensed agents. If you contact GBU, you may be offered information for the purchase of products or contacted by an agent. GBU and its agents do not provide financial, legal, or tax advice. Consult a professional for such matters.
Hey Pitt fans, as the official credit union of the Pitt Panthers, Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help you reach all your financial goals. Clearview wants to help you score big financially, whether you need to save, spend, borrow, or learn, they're here to help. Get easy access to your money from anywhere using their digital banking featuring Zelle, Clearview Live Video Banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, and financial centers throughout the Pittsburgh area. Visit clearviewfcu.org/Panthers to learn more and open an account today. Hail to Pitt.
Mac.bid is here. What is it? It's your place to save up to 80% off retail. But don't share this news, because you don't need the bidding competition. Neighbor wants to know where you got that new mower? Lie. Mom's admiring your new cookware? Fib. Your priest wants a new TV just like yours. Okay, maybe you tell your priest about Mac.bid, but don't tell anyone else. You need to become a deceiver, a teller of untruths, a fabricator of falsehoods, a spinner of yarns. Winning at Mac.bid is amazing. Competition stinks. Mac.bid is here. Tell no one.
Back to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
5 days ago here at the Peterson Event Center, we saw Sam Clancy's number get unveiled. We heard from Sam. We could see him kind of holding back emotion. When we were talking to him last Thursday, he wasn't able to hold it back, but it shows how much he really this matters to him.
Yeah, and hopefully that's something that, you know, with Sam's example and him being around and our guys knowing him, getting to see him being a part of our program, you know, I think that's why you can hear when Blake talks and he talks about how much this place means to him, when Mo talks, and these are guys that were just here for 2 and 1 year. Sam is the epitome of that. It probably means more to him even because he's from here, so he grew up around it and seeing it, and, you know, him talking about the guys that he knew on the team and the coaches before he even got here. But I'm just glad that, man, we could do this where he could still see it and he can experience it. I thought it was really cool, man, to have Brandon back, to have, you know, Billy back, and I think Don was here. Yeah. So 3 of the other guys, you know, that were here that can experience it and to see the pride on their face. You know, when that happened and the jersey was unveiled, and to see the love that they had for Sam and to see the love that the whole building had for Sam was pretty incredible.
Yeah, it was awesome. I just don't know how Sam around the building, it just must be, because everything was a surprise. Like, he turns the corner, the next day there's another surprise. Brandon being here was a surprise.
Yeah, when I was walking back to go talk to the team, I passed Brandon. He was walking past the locker room, and I wanted to put a jersey on him and have him come out there and run the team. But just really cool for those guys, and for Brandon, obviously his schedule and whatever. It shows how much it meant to him to be back here for Sam, you know. And so that right there shows you the example that Sam, the impact he's had on this university.
Those are 2 Pittsburgh tough dudes.
Big time. Big time.
The poster.
No question.
You have a center, you have a point guard of Pittsburgh tough.
Well, it's interesting. When I first got the job here, I remember going out with some guys, some boosters and donors and guys that have been around the program. And one of the questions I asked, who, since you've been watching Pitt basketball, who's the best player? And they all had different, you know, a couple different names for the best player, but then they talked about probably the most important guy was Brandon, just because of the timing and what he did when he was here and how his spirit and his toughness and competitiveness just kind of permeated through the whole program. And then when he became an assistant here, that kind of, you know, continued, and that impact that he had. So, yeah, pretty cool.
You guys go up to Syracuse, 12:30 on Saturday. We'll discuss that next on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip hop could be hop hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
When your employer gives you a choice of health plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. You'll have access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the top-ranked care of UPMC and many community hospitals near you. UPMC Health Plan gives you an award-winning healthcare concierge team and a partner who puts you and your health at the center of all we do. Choose what's best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. Visit upmchealthplan.com/best for more information.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com.
Find sweet success with Sarah's Candies fundraising. We've been helping groups like yours raise money for over 60 years and offer a variety of flexible programs to find a fundraising solution that works for everyone. Maximize your profits with our holiday brochure sale. Fundraise 100% online with our online ordering program, or earn up to 70% profit by selling chocolate bars and pretzel rods year-round. Fundraising with Sarah's Candies is easy and profitable. Visit sarahscandiesfundraising.com or call 1-800-255-7771 to get started today.
At UPMC, we believe care goes beyond our walls and into our communities. That's why we support organizations and individuals who help people prosper by giving them skills and training for employment, including right here at UPMC. Because life-changing is providing people a chance to grow. Learn more at upmc.com/community impact. UPMC, life-changing medicine.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
Syracuse, 9-10 on the season. 8 of those 9 wins at home. And a couple of, Starling's a dangerous player. What have you noticed in tape from Syracuse?
Yeah, well, some of those, Starling was out for a while. He had a hand injury, and obviously he's their best player. He's really good. He can score it. He's shooting the ball from 3 very well. He had 5 threes last night against Clemson. Really strong driver. Lampkin down low is a guy that can score, can really pass the basketball. They're shooting the ball better now than they were earlier in the year. Bell has come back on. We've known him to be a shooter since he's been there, and he's back over 40% in conference play. They play hard. They're a confident team. They're going to get after our guards defensively. Obviously, the Dome's a different place.
Right.
We'll get in there tomorrow night and get a chance to shoot and get a feel for it before the game Saturday morning.
Another good rebounding team.
Another good rebounding team, athletic. Again, they play hard, and we know that they're going to play with a sense of urgency.
All right, Jeff, good luck.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Our thanks to Blake Hinson, and best of luck to him with the Santa Cruz Warriors. Same with Mo Gueye with the Capital City Go-Go's and with the Washington Wizards. We hope that he can get healthy, but we appreciate both of them joining us here tonight. Our thanks to Matt Plizga, T-Bone for producing, and to Joel Nelson. We'll see you noon on Saturday on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.